He's on it. Check him out. Are you excited?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Guys, I'm having window anxiety. I've already seen at least one window and I'm like, where the heck does that go? Oh no!
As with us, everything is always excitement with a whole lot of fear, because it's like, what if we screwed it up?
Yeah. Like this guy here, I can't remember where that goes, but I think it goes in this kitchen window here. I think instead of doing one giant picture window, we opted for two molded together double hungs because it made sense.
And then just walk it over and then
Yep.
from there.
That'll work. Okay.
Hey, there's a transom.
Hey guy.
Transom number 2. This one goes above our master bed. I was gonna show you guys the door handles, but it looks like they're not really easy to get to, so you guys will have to wait.
The window, okay,
and then we'll stick that fin to it, and
Okay.
then whenever you guys are done, you can just tuck the Tyvek tight to it and then just caulk your trim to it.
Yep.
And you have 3 layers of sealing right there anyways. So
Okay. I kind of lean on you guys for a little guidance there with these windows. I mean, we'll do research and figure out what we can do with these. I don't know how long we'll wait. We may end up putting them in before we get Tyvek on there, and we'll have to just figure it out.
Screws up there. Screws up there. Screws down there. What do we have going on today? Well, we're finally getting our south gable windows installed. We ordered our windows a while back, and the kind of folks we ordered them from were willing to hang on to the windows for us because we really wanted to wait to get the house dried in before we had them on site. We don't have a lot of dry storage available. At this point, I think it's pretty safe to say we're not gonna get heavy rains, but we decided that while we can install all the windows on our own, the south gable windows are huge. The 2 bottom ones are 5 feet by 7 feet. And we decided we were gonna have someone else install them for us. We weren't really aware of this piece of equipment that we have, the forklift, man lift combo all-in-one. That said, we figure that we don't have to be superheroes and it's okay to hire a portion of the windows out. At least the really challenging big stuff. We feel that there's plenty for us to learn on all the other windows. We have so many windows that we're certainly doing the majority. The guys installing the windows, this is what they do. Day in and day out, every day installing windows. So we're comfortable letting them do this task for us and we're really appreciative for their help. I can't even say how nice it is to see the windows on site finally. Again, we kind of designed what windows we wanted and what sizes we wanted on the computer, so it's nice to see them here in the flesh. Although, because we already have our rough openings open on our frame, we have a pretty good idea what they're gonna look like, but huge milestone to have them here on site. Jesse's been working on doing the furring and the foaming and the putting in the screws on the roof, kinda off camera because it's just a lot of repetitious work. And right when he was about to finish the west side of the house, he dropped the staple gun off the roof. It didn't even fall that far, it just fell in the basket and broke it. So now we have to order a new one of those because, believe it or not, repairing it is more expensive or the same cost as just buying a new tool. Quite unfortunate. So we don't mind giving up the man lift today for the guys to install the windows. We can't use it anyways, and we think if we get to the point where our job is done and we're still waiting on them, that we're gonna head in the garage and do some huckleberry preserving. We'll play it by ear.
All right, they're ready to do the gable window installation. We're gonna double check everything before we go, or we send them up there to do that. They're also gonna do a dry fit just to make sure there's no issues. Makes sense, right? And then Alyssa and I need to work together to make sure all the sills are in the lower gable windows. We didn't put those in there yet. It sounds like we're gonna just caulk the windows really good for now. And then once our electrical's done and we can foam the walls and do all that stuff, we'll go back with house wrap and we'll gutter and everything, make sure that the water stays away from the house. But clear up there in that overhang, if we get any water on those windows, the only real issue area would be at the bottom of the window. So just make sure we get that really good. Cool.
Oh man, it's getting real, guys.
Oh, look at that thing. Oh, man. Oh.
Isn't it amazing?
Oh, I love.
Top's good.
Did you get a shot of the foam explosion that happened next to the house over the last couple days?
Not really.
There's got to be 30 bottles of foam. That
Oh yeah, I'll show them.
it looks like a bad college party.
Or a good college party.
Good college party. I forgot foam. Free foam next time. 48 and a half. Uh, 48 and a half probably work here too.
Dry fit number 2.
Wow. Come on, baby. Going to the casino after this, guys. I'm going to the casino. No way!
Boom, shakalaka.
Oh,
Beautiful.
nice.
Right? Beautimus.
Kind of sad we can't come over here and roll off these windows anymore.
We did like the low E on these.
Mm-hmm.
I think like the darkest low E or whatever.
Yeah, there's different kinds of low E.
Right, so for all the south windows and all the west windows, because that's where the most of our light is, but it's
The
also
sun.
like really intense sun.
Yep.
And I'd say we're gonna have more of a problem keeping the house cool than we will heating it.
Sure.
So we decided to go with like the darkest windows on the south.
Yep.
Some people don't like them because the windows are a little darker.
In the winter. Everybody likes
Right.
them in the summer,
Yeah,
but here in the northern
we figure
climate,
like looks are only so much. At the end of the day, you need to do what you need to do to make your house comfortable.
Yep.
And then some people, when they put like the low E and then a non-low E or like a less
Tense.
intense low E next to each other, you can see a difference in the tint. But the guy we got the windows from said that even if they're on adjoining walls, like you're not gonna notice.
Nope.
Maybe if they like literally butt up next to each other,
Yep.
but they're not going to. So I think that's the beauty of custom buying all your windows, is every single window you can decide
Yep.
what you want, how you want it to work, what you want that window to do. I feel like I learned a lot through this.
Oh, it's insane.
I feel like I'm passionate about windows now.
Yeah, and I think these are tempered because they're so
They
big.
are tempered.
Because they're so big.
Is that right?
Normally they wouldn't be tempered per se, like our casements and stuff are not, except for the ones that go right next to the doors. Because if it's
Yeah.
within a certain distance of a door, it has to be tempered. Guys, windows are their own animal.
They are. They really
Trust
are.
me. Oh, that's nice. So it's kind of looking at the window down there, and maybe we can kind of show them later, but the nail strip that's on the outside of the window is actually a weather seal. It doesn't just hold the window in. It actually is weather tight to the window. And if you caulk behind that nail strip only, you would technically have a weather seal. But the thing about windows and walls is that walls move, period. I mean, houses settle, first of all, and if you stand up here during a hot day and a cool evening, you can hear the house popping and cracking. It's moving. So you don't want windows physically fastened to a structure. You want them to be able to wiggle, right? So if you look at the nail strips, there's a little groove where the nail goes, not a hole. And that groove allows the window to kind of move a little bit. So windows are more or less attached, not like mounted, if that makes sense. They're hooked to the house, they're part of the house, but you want them to shimmy shake, and that's why you caulk them in. You bed them in caulking, because you don't want a window to be like if we use the mastic that we've been using, that'd be very bad because it actually gets really hard.
Gotcha.
And
so this is like
acrylic.
Okay, so it's a little more flexible.
Very flexible, like shower caulking.
Exactly, yep.
Bingo.
The foam engulfed your rope, Jesse.
What happened?
The foam engulfed your rope. Do you see it?
Ate it. Seriously, it's still growing. I put up there a day ago. What happened to 15-minute cure time?
Remember your measurements?
Yeah, this got way too much cupping though, so we're not going to use that.
Do you want me to bring you another one?
Yeah, bring me the 8-footers that are over there.
Okay.
Thank you. If we have 2 more of these, I'll take them.
Okay.
These are ready to go up.
Do you know if they need to be ripped down?
They do not. I would try them first.
Okay. I'll
ones
take.
that are already in there are too narrow.
Are those for all 4 windows that?
These are the only 2 that are ready.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
These are not.
Okay. And screw it down.
Yeah. Wow, that's a big window.
Is there really any reason that we can't install the windows before we return the forklift?
No.
There's no reason not to install them now, except the priority is the roof.
That's
because
it.
it can rain all at once the roof's on, so we shouldn't work on windows instead of the roof.
I know, it's tempting,
It's tempting, but yeah, I was gonna say we could work on them when it's too hot to work on the roof, but you have to be on the outside, so
Yeah.
wah wah.
Yeah, there's just not enough hours in a day. I don't know. We'll get there. We have our work cut out for us, but the roof's gonna feel more satisfying than anything because it can rain and rain and rain, and our house will be dry, so.
Like a 1/4 inch? Yep.
Yeah, I'd say make it level on the bottom. If we can bring it up just a hair, take up a little bit of that gap. Neat. Try that. It's really good. It's good.
One more window, then we gotta send these guys home.
Yeah, I know, right? They're making this look easy. Kind of got me freaked out a little bit. But I see what they're doing and I see why, so. I think windows just seem intimidating, I don't know, but nothing.
I think, to be honest, working at the heights with these large windows was intimidating.
Well, the two of them are struggling to do it, and so you and I was never gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but I'm really not in the mood to drop a $1,400 window today.
I think it's good. I appreciate their help on this.
Plus, we don't have the Spider-Man suction cups.
Yeah, we'll have to buy those. It's almost worth it to have them install the French doors, right?
Why not? Super tempting.
Why not?
I don't know, because we want to learn how to do it. We only have 2 of them. That's just enough to get good at it.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, we have them build the house.
Well, it's hard if we really think we're going to struggle lifting them. You know, it's the 2 of us, and we have to call a friend over to help us lift.
Well, they're not lifted into place. They're slid into place. Right? They're on the floor.
Gotcha.
So they just slide right across the floor into place. But I'm not saying we won't have to call for backup. I'm holding that card. This cell's not level.
That's not level, so we'll have to shim it.
So we want to kind of shim the...
Wow. Got some bad drivers in North Idaho, y'all.
Gotta keep it between the lines, would you?
How's it feel?
I mean, there's a little bit of heat there, a little bit, but that's in full sun. And it's not transmitting anywhere near the warmth. Plus the window's been sitting out in the heat, so yeah. I think this is gonna feel good. It's gonna bring a little bit of the light down, but
yep.
Oh well.
When do you think we'll pull the film off the plastic film?
Way
later.
After paint, after everything. You don't want to be scraping paint off your windows.
No, that's true. Get a lot of money for these babies.
Yeah, and you don't want to be scraping them and nah.
If you guys missed our video, we did a video on our windows. Oh, and I have to admit something.
Uh-oh.
In that video, I basically did a big spiel on why we were going with wood. These are wood windows, but I wanted like Doug fir windows to match the timber frame. And I pretty much just hated on painted white windows and how much I didn't want them for this house. And in the end, I'm a big fat hypocrite because in the end, that's what I wanted.
Say that again a little slower.
I'm a big fat hypocrite. Yeah, I think that's the thing with building a house is like you have an idea and obviously there's no right or wrong. It's just like what kind of house do you want? And it could kind of flip-flop. So we kind of talked about having just way too much wood in the house.
Yep.
And in the end, that's why we ended up doing drywall on the underside of our roof. And that's also kind of why we went with white windows, because I feel that it's just a little bit safer. And in the end, I think we want kind of more that modern home feel instead of that like rustic wood home. Both are great, it's just what do you want in your particular house. Check out this screenshot that I had someone render for us of what the new inside of our house is gonna look like, which is almost guaranteed to change. Smells like new windows in here, doesn't it?
Good. It does. Wow, it's like, it sounds different. Whoa. Kind of. We weren't. Right? Run! I'll take any recycled garbage. I'll throw a garbage can or 2 out here too. We can.
Bye guys, thanks again. Enjoy your huckleberry ice cream. Wow, it feels so good to have these windows in. Did I already say that? Jesse actually jetted off to town. We're taking our very first cross-country flight together in the morning. We're going all the way to Seattle just to have lunch with some friends. So Jesse's at the airport just making sure that the plane is ready to go because we're planning on taking a day trip. So we want to be airborne by about 7 a.m. And because it's our first flight together, we really don't want to be like checking the plane in the morning and troubleshooting. I mean, more than is necessary. We want to make sure that tonight it's ready to go. I think he's also gonna pick up another like staple gun that we were using for the furring strip so we can get back to work. And I am gonna try to preserve all these huckleberries. This is leftover from our first batch. We already made some ice cream, but we're gonna go ahead and make another gallon today, although we hope to make even more. We have a whole gallon here. And potentially really bad planning, but I think the rest are in the truck with Jesse. So I'm gonna pull aside what we need to make mead, probably 1 to 2 gallons, and then the rest, huckleberry jam.
Did we really just hammer out 42 half pints
Yeah,
of jam?
like nothing.
Wow.
I'm a canning boss.
That's it. You've definitely been learning methods and skills. Nice work.
Yeah, this was just a really nice evening project. It'd be a little differently if we really had to prep the fruit, which we didn't. Huckleberries are very easy that way.
Yep. Nice work. Are we going to get
too.
razzleberries?
I think so.
Maybe.
If you want, I can kind of clean up this. Like, I don't know. We have some soup we can heat up.
Yeah.
Stuff our face onto the next
Right?
fruit forage.
I think the total count is 10 pints of ice cream,
Just today.
1 gallon of huckleberries, 5 quarts of huckleberries frozen, and 42 pints of huckleberry pepper jam. Wow. This has been an amazing evening. I did not know that the two of us working together and all of Alyssa's practice and research, we could produce this much food. It's not part of building the house, but it's part of living this life. We right now feel like day to day we probably ask for more than we give. And it feels wrong, but we know that it's kind of a phase of life. And this is one of those things that we can do that we can share with other people. We don't have a house, we can't cook people a meal, we don't have anywhere for people to stay. If people come visit, the lodging or accommodations are usually not that great. But the thing is, food is universal. And there's somebody out there who doesn't like a huckleberry. We just haven't met him
We
yet.
haven't met him.
Anytime we show up to a neighbor's house or we give to a service worker like we did today, something that we've made, it feels good inside. There's something about being a human that feels right. But it's something for the other person too. It transcends money. It transcends all these things of modern society. We worked hard, we went out, we got the food, we came back, we cooked it, we prepared it, and now we're giving it to them. There's no way Alyssa does not feel amazing right now.
Oh, it feels great.
Wow. And then in December or January, when it's really cold outside, and we're like, you know what? We should have some meat with some pepper jelly.
Heck yeah.
We head out to the pantry and we can pick up a jar. Or make huckleberry cheesecake or huckleberry ice cream or any number of things. Or if a neighbor comes over and helps us and lends us a hand. Do you remember when we got our Subaru stuck in the driveway because the county snowplow plowed us
I do
in?
remember that.
Well, they actually plowed us out. They came by, we were stuck. They actually backed up the driveway and took a swipe with the road grader. And we said thank you to that guy with a pint of huckleberry jam. It's been a long, hot day. And Alyssa's been working hard over a hot stove to get this food prepared.
Way better in here than outside though. I can't imagine like
We couldn't have done this any other way.
2 summers ago, I have a little bit higher tolerance to heat than Jesse.
Yep.
But it was like over 100 degrees outside, and Jesse's like, I'm leaving.
I'm done.
And
I'm
I
outta
said,
here.
I'm staying. Like, we have to get this canned.
Yep.
And I slaved, and I had sweat like dripping down my legs, my elbows. It was so disgusting. So even though it is warm right now and I want a shower,
Yep.
this is so nice. If you would have told us a year ago today, which we hadn't even started the house yet, here's a link to the very first day of the house build. It was like July 20 something.
7th, I think. No, 17th.
If you would have told me that in 1 year you're going to be canning 40
Inside.
gallons of huckleberry jam in your garage and you're going to be comfortable, wow, I wouldn't have believed you.
Right? And this sink is stupid primitive, but it was amazing to be able to wash dishes inside. We have a pretty ridiculously special day tomorrow. So we're gonna wrap up this food, shower, get some rest. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, buddy. Oh my God.
Which side? This one?
Yep.
Oh, you know what the chiropractor said about canning season?
Oh yeah, I believe it too. It's all like one hand because
Oh, yeah.
dealing with scalding hot water is not the time to learn how to be ambidextrous.
No.
Oh God.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's time for huckleberry ice cream in the air-conditioned
Oh,
RV.
yeah. That'll soothe away the aches and pains.